Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the year क्योंकि FIFA World Cup 2026 is live and kicking और इस वर्ल्ड कप की प्रेडिक्शंस आज मैं देने वाला हूँ। इस प्रेडिक्शन में मैं उन छोटी टीमों के बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं करने वाला हूँ क्योंकि तुम भी जानते हो तुम उन टीम्स की बात नहीं सुनने आए हो। बट हाँ, मैं अपने कुछ डार्क हॉर्सेस और कौन से प्लेयर गोल्डन बॉल, गोल्डन बूट और प्लेयर ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट जीतने वाले हैं उसकी प्रेडिक्शंस भी देने वाला हूँ। So let's get right into it with the group stages. First up is Group A with Mexico, South Korea, South Africa and Czechia. I am gonna go with Mexico first, South Korea second, South Africa third and Czechia fourth. Mexico is obviously gonna ride the home crowd. उनको जो support Mexico में मिलता है, I don't need to explain it. I think they are gonna be one of the better performing hosts of this tournament. Next, we have Group B with Bosnia-Herzegovina, Canada, Qatar and Switzerland. In this group, I am gonna throw in my first surprise क्योंकि Bosnia and Herzegovina are first for me. Then at second place I have got Switzerland, third Canada and fourth Qatar. अब तुम लोग बोलोगे Switzerland should be the first, but World Cup is not that simple. ये guaranteed है कि हमें कोई ना कोई सरप्राइज टीम मिलने वाली है. And I am putting my money on Bosnia to do something in this World Cup. Next, we have got the big dog, one of the two group of deaths, Group C with Brazil, Scotland, Haiti and Morocco. This group is highly dependent on the first game, which is Brazil against Morocco. उस गेम के रिजल्ट के बेसिस पे ही हमें इस ग्रुप का टेबल टॉपर मोस्ट प्रोबेबली मिलने वाला है between Brazil and Morocco. I am gonna back Brazil here. I am not gonna go for any surprises क्योंकि Brazil have now got one of the, if not the best knockout manager in world football, that is Carlo Ancelotti, and I am sure he will find a way to finish the group stages at the first place. If Morocco beat Brazil, I won't be surprised actually क्योंकि Morocco को मैं अब कोई dark horse की नजर से नहीं देखता. They are a solid team. On that basis, I am gonna go Morocco second, Scotland third and Haiti, they are just a punching bag in this group. I don't see any hope for them in this group, to be honest. They have come to play the World Cup. That's the biggest achievement for them. Group D is not a bad group actually क्योंकि they have got Turkey, Paraguay, Australia and the United States, which is the primary host of this World Cup. I am just gonna go straight in this group. Turkey are first for me. The amount of time they have with Arda Güler, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Kenan Yildiz, they are just great team. They have got the talent, they have got the potential. These are one of my dark horses for the tournament. हाँ, टर्की को हम लोग वैसे dark horses बोलते आए हैं बहुत दिनों से, but they seriously have that potential to do something big in this World Cup. Maybe knocking out a favorite of the tournament. I am gonna go United States, the host, at second place. Third, I would go Paraguay. And fourth Australia. Now Group E, it is an interesting group क्योंकि we have Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast and Curacao. We are at least going to see 3 great games in this group. Even so, I am gonna go Germany first. I am going Ivory Coast second and Ecuador third. They both are really solid teams. If you see in Africa, Ivory Coast and in South America, Ecuador, both are kind of similar teams. They are physically robust. Ecuador especially, the kind of defense and holding midfielder, Hincapié, Pacho, Moises Caicedo. If we go to Ivory Coast, they have Amad Diallo, Frank Kessié and the upcoming talent Yan Diomande. They can interchange places with 2 and 3, but I am sure कि ये दोनों टीमें ही knockouts में जाने वाली है. Group F is also an interesting group क्योंकि we have Netherlands, Sweden, Tunisia and Japan. I am gonna give a surprise here क्योंकि in my opinion Japan are going first. They are just such a good unit. I mean, the kind of football they play, it's so beautiful to watch. The counter-attacking, the team spirit they have, it's crazy. Undoubtedly the best Asian team. Netherlands, really underrated midfield of Frenkie de Jong, Gravenberch and Tijani Reinders, and their defense has always been solid. Netherlands will make it out. They will be second in the group with Sweden third and Tunisia fourth. Now Group G, I'm just gonna cruise through it. It's gonna be Belgium first, Egypt second, Iran third, and New Zealand fourth. Group H. Now we have the clear favorites of this World Cup, Spain, in this group, who are going first in this group with Uruguay second, Saudi Arabia third, and Cabo Verde fourth. Group I. This is the most talked about group in this World Cup क्योंकि यहाँ पे है फ्रांस, नॉर्वे, सेनेगल और इराक. France should be finishing first in this group. I have got Senegal second, Norway third, and Iraq fourth. Now Senegal and Norway, just like Ecuador and Ivory Coast, are interchangeable, but नॉर्वे के लिए एक डिसएडवांटेज होने वाला है क्योंकि वो एक बहुत ही कोल्ड क्लाइमेट पे खेलने वाली टीम है. उनके लिए टेम्परेचर एक पार्ट प्ले कर सकती है, वो ऑल्टीट्यूड भी. सेनेगल एक अफ्रीकन टीम है, उनके ऊपर वो हीट का उतना दबाव मेरे हिसाब से नहीं पड़ने वाला है. एंड दे आर द reigning African champions. Plus, they have the experience to play in the World Cup, which Norway don't really have that much. Now, Group J, I'm not gonna talk about it that much. It's gonna be Argentina first, Algeria second, Austria third, and Jordan fourth. Now, Group K has Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, and Democratic Republic of Congo. I have Portugal going first here. There is gonna be a tough challenge in the face of Colombia. They had a really great World Cup qualifying campaign, so they can challenge Portugal. Colombia second, Uzbekistan third, and your Democratic Republic of Congo fourth. Now with the last group, Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. I have England going first here, and people have been talking about कि Croatia is a aged team, like शायद सबसे ज़्यादा average age है Croatia की. If I am not wrong, correct me in the comments. I still believe Croatia can go second in this group. Ghana, a really good side in my opinion. They will finish third with Panama fourth. And with that, we get to the best third place teams. 8 of the 12 third place teams are gonna progress to the next round. उनमें से I am gonna pick Ecuador, Norway, Sweden, Scotland, Ghana, Uzbekistan, Iran, and Canada. And now we get to the most interesting part, which is the knockouts. First, we have the round of 32s. So first game in the round of 32, we have Germany versus Scotland. I am gonna go Germany here. France versus Sweden, easy win for France. South Korea versus Switzerland. I am gonna go here with Switzerland as they have more experience in the World Cup. Then, Japan versus Morocco. Whoa, that's gonna be great game to watch. And it's really tough to predict actually क्योंकि both are many people's underdogs in this World Cup. You know what? I am going Morocco here. They had recent success in the World Cup. They were good in AFCON too. Next we have Colombia versus Croatia. I think Croatia is done here. Spain versus Algeria. Easy win for Spain. Turkey versus Canada. I'm gonna go with Turkey. Belgium versus Norway. I am gonna go with a surprise here क्योंकि I think नॉर्वे आर नॉकिंग आउट बेल्जियम की वो गोल्डन जनरेशन अब तो रहे नहीं, वो 2018 वाली हजार्ड, वो सेम डे ब्रुयने, लुकाकू नहीं रहे. कोर्टवा इज स्टिल देयर बट आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट मच फ्रॉम बेल्जियम, वेयर एज नॉर्वे हैज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव स्क्वाड्स इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप विद haaland and Sol at the top, वो दो दानव with Odegaard in the midfield. I mean, there are many people's dark horses in the World Cup. Brazil versus Netherlands in the round of 32. This is like a World Cup quarter-final or semi-final at least, but I am still gonna go with Brazil though. My gut feeling says it's gonna be Brazil. Cote d'Ivoire versus Senegal. I am gonna go with Ivory Coast. Mexico versus Ecuador. I am going Mexico. Home advantage plus a decent squad. England, Uzbekistan, England. Argentina, Uruguay. It's gonna be a bloodbath. But still I would go with Argentina here. USA versus Egypt. You know what? I don't feel much from the United States this time. I feel they are going out in the round of 32 against Egypt. Gut feeling. Bosnia versus Iran. I am going Bosnia here. The last round of 32 game is Portugal versus Ghana. I am going Portugal here. So up next is the round of 16. I know तुम्हारी नजर उधर ही गई है. वो पहला game in the round of 16, Germany versus France. I am going France here. I mean, the quality France have, if they at least don't go to the semi-finals, it's gonna be probably the greatest disappointment in the World Cup history. Next we have Switzerland versus Morocco. I am going Morocco here. Morocco will again do good in the World Cup. They have reached the quarterfinals. Colombia versus Spain. In my opinion, it's going to be one of the best games of the World Cup. The kind of football Spain play and the kind of football Colombia play, they kind of contradict each other. और बहुत ही तगड़ा कंपटीशन होगा इस गेम में. Still, I would go with Spain क्योंकि sheer amount of quality with Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, the midfield. Nah. Spain have to go. Turkey versus Norway, the battle of the dark horses again. I am going with Turkey here. I think Arda Güler is gonna give a masterclass in this game. Brazil versus Ivory Coast. Still, I would go Brazil. Brazil are into the quarterfinals. Mexico against England. England in Mexico. The atmosphere. Will they be able to handle it? With Tuchel, I would say yes. Because Tuchel knows how to manage in knockout games. Argentina versus Egypt. Walk in the park for Argentina. They are going straight to the quarterfinals. Bosnia versus Portugal, same story. I am going with Portugal. Now we have the World Cup quarterfinals. France versus Morocco, the repeat of the previous semi-final. Result भी मेरे हिसाब से सेम ही होने वाला है क्योंकि France are going to the World Cup semi-finals. Spain versus Turkey. Turkey have already done a magnificent job reaching here, but I don't think you are beating Spain. Arda Güler versus Lamine Yamal. It's gonna be a good game, end to end I think, but Spain are winning. Brazil versus England. Brazil does not have a favorable route. I think Brazil are out. They are going out of the quarterfinals again. I have talked about it before. You can check out the squad review I made on Brazil. The main difference point is going to be the midfield. England's midfield versus Brazil's midfield. I think England wins there. Are you seeing what I am saying? Argentina versus Portugal in the quarterfinals. Messi versus Ronaldo, the last dance. Is Messi going back to back, or is Ronaldo ending his career on the highest stage possible? I think Portugal are going through. I just think Portugal's here. Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, Bruno Fernandes, João Neves. I know Argentina is a more solid team. If they beat Portugal, I won't be surprised. But I just see Portugal going through. France versus Spain is really tough to predict actually. Probably the toughest game to predict. क्योंकि in Euros or Nations League हमने देखा France were dog walked by Spain. France does not have a good recent record against Spain. But big asterisks. France in the World Cup is a really different team compared to France in Euros or Nations League. Still, I would go Spain. Spain are going to the World Cup final. England versus Portugal. Repeat of I think quarterfinals of 2006 World Cup. रोनाल्डो ने जो पेनल्टी मार के नॉकआउट कर दिया था इंग्लैंड को. Are England taking the revenge? I don't think so. It's not coming home. Portugal versus Spain in the World Cup final. Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal once again. Is Lamine Yamal gonna take this revenge, or Ronaldo is gonna make this World Cup all about himself? Spain are winning the World Cup. Spain are winning the World Cup. Lamine Yamal is gonna take his revenge on Cristiano Ronaldo. And Ronaldo is gonna have unfinished business in football forever. The golden ball winner, I think it's quite obvious. It is going to be Bruno Fernandes. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes because Portugal have reached the final. तुम जिस प्लेयर के बारे में सोच रहे हो उससे और भी अवार्ड्स मिलने वाले हैं क्योंकि the young player of the tournament is gonna be Lamine Yamal. The golden boot, it's gonna be Mikel Oyarzabal, the most underrated player, I would say, not even striker, most underrated player in this tournament. He is gonna win the golden boot. These are my predictions. भाई, it's just my gut feeling. इसमें थोड़ा सा मैंने फुटबॉल लॉजिक इनकॉर्पोरेट करने की कोशिश की, but I don't know how that's come out. इसके बारे में तुम बता सकते हो मुझे आप कमेंट सेक्शन में. टेल मी योर प्रेडिक्शंस. कहाँ मैं थोड़ा एल बॉल नॉलेज या डब्ल्यू बॉल नॉलेज, और भी वीडियोस आने वाली है वर्ल्ड कप रिलेटेड. डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब if you have watched till the end. That's it for today. See you guys again later.